The Mountain West Conference released the 2019 football schedule this week, so we now know when Fresno State will play its opponents this fall. But keep in mind, the order won't change, the dates might. Games could still be moved to Thursdays or Fridays. The Bulldogs' first Mountain West game will be at Air Force in October. Their regular season ends at San Jose State at the end of November. Also this week, in addition to the conference schedule being released, we have National Signing Day. Fresno State added 2 more players to its 2019 class, a running back from Reno and an offensive lineman from the state of Washington. As we know, the Bulldogs are losing a lot of players from last year's team. Julia Lopez sat down with one of them, Jeff Allison, to talk about that magical season.
When you made your visit over here, what did you think of Fresno?
It kind of tricked me a little bit because I thought, I was like, when they say California, I'm thinking like LA or, things like that, like I see on movies. And I got here and I seen all the animals and stuff. I was like, this can't be Fresno. And
that's when reality set in. Jeff Allison was born in Miami and went to high school just outside of Atlanta. You could call it a culture shock for him.
Being from the city and things, you don't really see that much. You see horses then and there, but you ain't gonna see no sheep or cows and a whole bunch of horses. People riding horses down the street and things like that. I never seen that before until I got here.
Jeff's journey to Fresno State never would have happened if it wasn't for one coach, former Bulldog defensive coordinator Lorenzo Ward.
So Lorenzo Ward was recruiting me since 9th grade year when he was at South Carolina. Always came, checked up on me. He came here, told DeRuiter and gave me an offer.
Which means if Tim DeRuiter didn't hire Ward for that one season, there would be no Jeff Allison at Fresno State.
He shared a lot of knowledge, not just like on a football field, but like how to be a man, being able to adjust, to obstacles that come your way.
Allison went through the ups and the downs. He had 3 different defensive coordinators. His freshman year, the Dogs went 1-11. His sophomore year, they improved to 10-4 during Jeff Tedford's first season. And last year, they went 12-2 with a Mountain West title and a Vegas Bowl win to go along with it.
It didn't hit us until the championship game once Ronnie scored that touchdown. That's when, every emotion just came out.
Rivers the tailback. Shotgun snap. McMarion pitches to Rivers. The option. Got it! Touchdown! Ronnie Rivers!
Let's go! It just hit you like we really went from 1-11 to champions. Not too many people expected that from us. So just having that doubt from other people just drove us.
You guys put Fresno State's defense on the map this year. How much fun was that?
Great. That was great. I've never been around a group that fly around the ball like that. I never actually think that anybody on our defense used to get tired. It was just great. We all had the same focus, same energy. But the thing was that driven us the most was we all used to compete with each other. You don't want to let the person next to you outbeat you.
During the summer, Jeff was on a mission and tweeted, "I don't think y'all understand how ready I am. I'm ready to prove everyone who doubted me wrong." But did he think what he did was enough?
Yes, I feel like I did. And at the same time, I feel like it's a lot more that I could have done. Going back, looking at film, I missed a couple of plays.
He did a lot for the Dogs. He started all 14 games, led the team with 132 tackles, tied for 11th most in the FBS. Oh, and by the way, he was named 2018 Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year. Do you think this was the best decision you could have made, is come to Fresno State?
Yes, it is. It is. Everybody expected to go bigger. Everybody expected me to go bigger schools. But I came here and showcased my talent, did better than a lot of people that's at bigger schools, showcased my talent against a bunch of big schools. I proved that I could play ball anywhere and, they're going to come find me regardless.
In just 13 days after the Vegas Bowl, Jeff announced that he'll forego his senior season and declare for the NFL draft.
Probably a couple of days after the bowl game against ASU, I sat there, thought about it, was talking to my family, talked to a couple of coaches.
Yes, sir! Best team in Fresno State history. What it is, what? Best team in Fresno State history, what?
You did it, man.
I need 2 rings.
I feel like it was best for me to get ready to go. I kind of accomplished a lot of things in my short time here at Fresno State, and I feel like it's time to move on.
How much support have you received, from coaches and players and the community about that decision?
great support. You know, when things like that, you expect people to get mad at you, but, you know, especially Red Wave, them guys, you know, them social media, Twitter, everything, they support me all the time, tweeting me all the time, you know. They're happy for this journey that I'm going for. You know, I'm grateful for everyone that's in my corner right now.
Jeff is one of the select few that received an NFL Combine invite. He'll be joining 2 other Bulldogs in Indy on February 26th, Keyshawn Johnson and Mike Bell, who will be showcasing their talents in front of scouts, GMs, head coaches, and owners.
I have that motive where I always feel like I've been overlooked. So now this is my opportunity to go show everybody, you know, this is who I really am, this is what I really do and how I do it.
Of course, the jitters are going to set in. This is a lifelong dream for Jeff, but he says he's going to stay true to himself.
I'm going to be me. Like, I'm not going to sit there and change and try to give answers that everybody else give. That's not the type of person I am. I'm going to just be honest and let them know what I can do.
Does it matter where you land?
Nope. Anybody that gives me the opportunity to believe in me, you know, I'm going to give my all. I go out there and play the best ball and do what I do best.
That's just the football side of Jeff Allison. Next week, we'll dive into his motivation off the field. Part 2 of Julia's interview airs next Sunday right here on Bulldog Insider.